What's going on, you guys? This is Spydeco64 back here once again with another brand new Andor review. So, Andor episode 6 has been officially released, and I just really gotta say, first of all, right off the bat, I think this might be my favorite episode of the series so far, and I will explain that to you in a minute. But before I do begin talking about Andor, if you're all wondering where will the She-Hulk review come out, the She-Hulk review will come out when I'm ready to talk about She-Hulk. Though we're off by night, maybe it can come out during this weekend. I'm not entirely too sure. But with that being kind of said, though, I just wanted to just leave it off with that. And with just that being said, guys, let's just talk about Andor. So, the Aldhani mission into the vault, the heist, it finally takes place. And just throughout this whole entire episode, I mean, it just had everything. Just like, oh man, it's just, the episode had a lot of action. Had a lot of intense moments, and certainly, a lot of great scenes as well, great filmmaking. Of course, the scene where, in the episode, there's this sequence where all these lights are showing across, the dam, across the dam, where the Imperial base is at, and basically there's this really cool scene where Cassian has to get this, cargo ship out of it, and he's trying to avoid all the stuff, and he also has TIE fighters behind him. It was just a great scene. And so really, like I said, just freaking fantastic, man. It's just, I really, like I said, that was just a really great scene. And just, also really too, I really love the way in this episode that they portray, I guess, the rebels. And that is, they show the dark side of, the rebels of the early rebellion and all that sort of stuff. Now, of course, it's funny because people have been saying that, while all this is happening, Zeb and Ezra are trying to steal fruit. And, one thing I really like about this show is that it really does show a different side of the rebels. Now, of course, the cost. Now, of course, the cost that they're doing, I'm not criticizing just the cost, but the way they're just doing it. Literally, holy shit, they pointed a gun at a kid's head. And then, they're just also just attempting to, just kill normal, just people, and all that sort of stuff. It's just really, it's just really showed oh shit, And what's funny throughout the episode was that I was here's sort of my thought. I really wanted, I was fully expecting all of the main characters, all the main characters, to die off. And of course, 3 of the characters already died except for Vel and the other chick, which she's in a relation with. And yes, guys, yes, there are lesbians in Star Wars and all that sort of stuff. At least that's what people have been saying on Twitter and all that sort of stuff. But I don't have a problem with it. But basically, though, like I really said before, I really also do like it just how, just shows that no one is safe in this show. I guarantee you, well, of course, we know Cassian's going to make it out of there, but we just don't know any about these other characters or what's really going to happen, in these next few episodes. Of course, we know, of course, Cassian is going to survive. We know, Saw Gerrera is going to survive. He's supposed to appear in the later episodes. We also know Mon Mothma's going to be still around and all that sort of stuff. But in terms of the other characters, Luthorn, we just don't know how things are just gonna play out. And we also got some of her scenes in the Imperial Senate, and after the heist was a success, basically now, how now the rebellion is being taken. I think the Empire are now going to take the rebellion a whole lot seriously. Let's see if I can put the thing right here so there's not much shadow. There we go. So yeah, it looks like that the Empire are basically going to take now the rebels very seriously. Though I think that they still don't really take them all that seriously. But I do feel like that this is really where they are going to be taken very seriously and all that sort of stuff. And the last scene where I'm really trying to, I forget the name of the character, but the one that told his story about his brother being a farmer, turns out he was a liar. And dude, I just love it. I don't know. Just Cassian just straight up just killing the guy was just oh man, that was cold. It was brutal. It was just cold, man. That's just something that really that damn, like man, and it really does and of course in Star Wars there's a lot of parallels. It parallels the first scene we see Cassian in Rogue One, where or basically where that one guy spills the beans about the Death Star, and basically Cassian just, like it says, kills him straight up like that, and all that sort of stuff, And really, this show has really been making Cassian more and more, really his character a lot more interesting, and all that sort of stuff. And just, yeah. So overall, just a really great episode. It was had a lot of exciting moments. All of them were tense. Very, like I said, this really is a big turning point for, the whole entire series. And I'm just really ecstatic to see what's going to go on in the next few episodes, Wonder how, characters like Saw Gerrera is going to fit into the series overall. I'm really interested in seeing some of those scenes in the trailer where there's, all these TIE fighters and a ship with lightsabers, and all that sort of stuff. And also, I'm still wanting to know, what's the deal with those... Hey, no, just come here. What is the deal with the cloners in this series? I'm pretty sure that... Here's the thing. They're probably going to show up in the last episode where they'll show Cassian's whole backstory. Which, yeah, I don't really mind. But anyways, guys, tell me what y'all thought of this episode down in the comments. And I will see you all in the next video. See you all next time when I unfortunately review She-Hulk, or I don't know when.